Hello people, welcome to my channel. If you're coming across my channel for the very first time, thank you so much. Please consider subscribing. To my returning subscribers, thank you so much for your support and I hope we are all doing fine. So there is this black woman going viral because she posted a TikTok video about how she went on a date and the man didn't recognize her because of her dating profile looks different from her actual looks, meaning her physical appearance. She said she'd smile at him, but he didn't smile back. She told him that he had to pay because she didn't have money for the dinner, and the man charged her afterwards. So I will play her video as well as the stitches I gathered. At the end of the video, I will leave my own comment. Please don't go away.
Guys, I just finished my date, and I am so embarrassed. I'm not gonna cry. I'm not gonna cry. I'm sorry, guys. I just had to clean myself up a little bit. He came, and so the whole thing is we went to this restaurant he wanted to go to, and it was a little too expensive, but I don't know. I asked my sister for money, so we went. I had this dress on, and I changed because I had this dress on and everything, and I had my hair out. Like, you know, guys, I cut it. But it wasn't like this. I had it parted a little bit, and so I went in, and he was like looking around, like, oh, like he was looking for somebody else, and I was like, okay. I'm like, hey, I'm Tia. And then he was like, Tia? I'm like, yeah, it's from me, from BLK. And then he was like looking confused. And he told me to sit down. So I sat down. I smiled, and he didn't smile back. Guys, I just finished my date. And
no, ma'am, you catfished that man. You catfished him. You put up a photo that looked like it was taken 10 to 15 years ago. And then you had a weave on in that photo. Then you show up without the weave and without the body from the photo. That's catfishing. What you need to do going forward is put in less attractive looking photos of yourself and then show up as yourself in person. That's what I do. I put up less attractive looking photos and they are pleasantly surprised in person. Because guess what? If I put up a good picture, they're going to call my profile fake anyway. But I really look like this.
She knew she didn't look like her profile picture, and I don't know why she was appalled when that man called her out on the date. This woman goes on a date. She was talking to this dude on BLK. They actually go out. Dude comes to the table when he first meet her, talk about, you don't look like your profile picture. And we all know she didn't. She catfished that man. In reality, we saw three different people in the length of her entire video. How she naturally looks with that beanie on, how she looked when she went on that date, and what her profile picture looked like. And that's why it was her profile picture. We all understand that. But this just goes to the talking point that a lot of men speak on. Ladies, y'all are able to alter how you look with makeup on. Now, some of you wear way more than the others do, and we understand why you do it, but we just need you to own up to it. Now, some of you are going to be triggered, talk about, oh my God, what about a man's beard? When a man jumps into some water, is his beard going to float away? Now, I'll admit some people's line is going to get messed up. Bald spots might show. It might be a little patchy, but at the end of the day, guess what? That man still got a beard. Ladies, if I lick my thumb and wipe your forehead or wipe your nose, your makeup is going to come off. If I just go like this on a man's beard, is it gonna come off? No, it's not. So it's not the same. It's natural versus unnatural.
I think that she looked different than her photos. Yes. Do I think she catfished him? No. No, I don't. I think that she is a plus-size black woman who is phenotypically unambiguously black, who probably feels like she has no choice but to edit her photos to be deemed as attractive online. That is what I think. And I do think that she should have some self-awareness to understand how that's going to be received when she shows up looking different from her photos. But y'all making it seem like she really got on there and pretended to be a whole different person. Please stop it. Please stop it. Because y'all be on here using the bold glamour filter every damn day and calling her a catfish. Where are we drawing the line?
You are absolutely right. It was her looks on her profile that caught my attention, just like it was my looks on my profile that caught her attention. When she showed up to the restaurant, she got exactly what she ordered. This brown-skinned man to the colorful fucking socks he had on, 175 pounds with a fucking missing tooth. There was nothing about my profile that said anything different. And when I showed up as me. But when she showed up, I didn't get that. I got a woman who had a pot belly. Her pictures didn't show her with a pot belly. I got a woman who had a pot face. Her pictures show her with a thin face. I got a woman who didn't have no fucking makeup on and took some awesome ass pictures. But when she showed up, she had all this shit on her face. She showed up as a totally different woman than what she presented on her profile. So yes, I have every right to be irritated with that. But I still sat down and gave her an opportunity to see that her personality was right. And it wasn't right. I didn't want to hear a woman talk about all the shit going on in her life. It's a turnoff. I don't want to hear a woman tell me about her fucking baby daddies. I wasn't sitting there talking about my baby mama. I'm sorry, my ex-wife. But at the end of the day, I was looking for a prime steak, but got a steak 'em instead. Who the fuck want a steak 'em? I didn't want no fucking steak 'em because I didn't show up as a steak 'em. I didn't show up as a prime steak either. But I showed up as me. You got what you ordered. Feel me? But at the end of the day, it was her self-hate that caused this. Because she did not like her current look, that she had to put up some pictures of her 3 or 4 years ago when she was at her best. If she would have just had her current look up, then I wouldn't have wasted my time. But I wasted my time because she presented herself in a different light. Catfishing is real. And the man who get catfished, the woman who get catfished, guess what? We have every right to be mad. Especially if we present ourselves the way that we are and you come totally different. So miss me with all this, oh, you was mad before this and you was this before that. Miss me with all that shit. Feel me? It's not our fault that you choose to be fake. I just don't have to accept it. And I didn't.
Guys, I just finished my date. And I am so embarrassed. I'm not gonna cry in here. I'm not gonna cry. I'm sorry, guys. I just had to clean myself up a little bit. He came, and so the whole thing is we went to this restaurant he wanted to go to, and it was a little too expensive, but I don't know. I asked my sister for money, so we went. I had this dress on, and I changed because I had this dress on and everything, and I had my hair out, like, you know, guys, I cut it, but it wasn't like this. I had it parted a little bit, and so I went in, and he was like looking around like, oh, like he was looking for somebody else. And I was like, okay. I'm like, hey, I'm Tia. And then he was like, Tia? I'm like, yeah, it's for me, from BLK. And then he was like looking confused, and he told me to sit down. So I sat down, I smiled, and he didn't smile back.
Listen, I know y'all done seen a video by now of the girl that pretty much catfished the dude on BLK. First of all, why you on BLK? BLK is for the gutter snipes and the trash rats. Second of all, that picture of you on the app and that picture of you before you went out on the date, I can't even say y'all distant cousins. Y'all might have lived on the same street one time or another. Because it was a big difference, okay? Let's not act like it was the same person, okay? That wasn't what he was expecting. He was expecting a you with the 30-inch buzz-down weave, the makeup, and the filter on. That's why he was acting like that. Now, you know you're finna get these jokes, okay? This is the internet. It's how it works. But we would also like to know, what does he look like? Because I feel like he got some nerve. He was probably a fucking 2 or 3 trying to reject you, and I really don't appreciate it. So let us know what he looked like so he can get these jokes too. We're going to get on his ass. No, diddy.
Well, I'd love to hear your opinion after watching her video, as well as the stitches from different people. Because to be honest, it looks like her, just that she had put her years ago pic instead of the current picture. Quite alright, she is beautiful, but her dating profile pictures did a lot of filter. These filters feel it's unfair to do that to men, and you look beautiful either way. Either you do the filter or you don't. Well, girl, don't feel embarrassed. Just take it as a learning lesson, because at some point, if that man had chose you, and if you had shown up on the date looking like that, maybe it could have been a different story. The question everyone is asking is, did she catfish her date or not? Please kindly share your answer in the comment section below. For me, I feel she did not, but just used pictures when she was younger. My last question to you, my people, is, do you think she deserved the treatment or not? The treatment she got from her date. Kindly share your answer in the comment section below. Thank you so much for being part of the conversation. See you in the next video. Stay safe.